Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty front office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time. I'm your host, Jesse Schneeman, and I'm here with the only friend I have in the entire world, Major Mike Casper. How you doing tonight?
I'm going to have to clip that. I'm going to clip that. Jesse saying I'm the only friend. I'm good, Jesse. No, we're missing the other two. Got some personal stuff and family, birthday and all that.
Yeah, happy birthday, Hannah.
Hannah, yes. Happy birthday. So it's going to be cool. I don't know. I don't think the two of us have ever recorded together, just the two of us.
I think we did way back in the day, and it was sort of a
rookie draft. It was during the NFL draft. I know we did for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the one I remember, really.
Oh, yeah. Before I fell asleep. That's why we don't do that show anymore.
Yeah, right. Yes. Third and fourth rounds were a little bit rough. Fourth round.
Yeah.
Off. I don't know, but I'm good. How are you? Sorry, I got to be Austin. How are you?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes. I'm wonderful. I have no hot water heater in my house, waiting for a part. It's great. Luckily, my wife works at a university, so I can just shower there.
Oh, my gosh. No, it's cold there, right? Like, really cold?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's below freezing every day when I wake up.
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't imagine. Oh,
without a hot shower, it's so rough.
Oh, man. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little chilly here, but we're good. We're making it in Texas.
In Texas, I'm sure you're fine.
It's in the 40s, 50s, so we're good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fall.
Yeah. Fall. Honestly, I've been waiting for it to be this cold for like ever. So I prefer the cold.
Gross. All right, Mike. Why don't you tell the people where they can find us when we're not podcasting?
Yeah, catch us on YouTube and Facebook at Dynasty Front Office, Twitter X at Front Office FF, Discord link in the description. We'll be here live every Thursday, followed by the pod release on Fridays. Please like and describe. Yeah, go ahead and describe us. Describe us in the comments. The Listener League's active. We have shirts for year one players on the way, so join the Discord, become part of the family. And in this episode, we'll be bringing you all the bangers, contender trades, and a little pop culture fun. So keeping it light and yeah. Nice. All right. So these are the trade bangers of the week. All the deals that are too good, too bad, or just too wild not to talk about. If you got to trade the chick up your league, send it our way. It just might be next week's trade banger. And remember, if you're in a dynasty league that has a trade deadline, they're wrong. So change it next year, right? No trade deadlines. Let's get it done.
Yeah, agreed. Median scoring, no trade deadlines, 0.5 premium, SF scoring. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's the way God intended. All right. So, yeah, it's basically a trade show, but it's contender version. So we're going to throw out the bangers, the contender bangers we saw in the last week or two, and just kind of go through the values, whether you do it, whether I do it, who won the trade. That kind of thing.
Sounds good. You want to take the first one?
Sure.
You know the league context maybe more than me, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Dynasty Warzone Patreon League. It's a 0.5 premium. Neil gets Malik Neighbors and Deshaun Watson. And Jerry Sinclair gets Trey McBride and a 26 second. It's like a mid-second.
That's just a 0.5 premium, right?
Yeah, 0.5 premium.
Okay. Man. So that's a lot for McBride. Feel like.
I was about to say, what do you think about this? I mean, I've offered this in the past when Neighbors wasn't hurt both ways and gotten rejected. Like Neighbors for McBride and McBride for Neighbors and gotten rejected both times.
Yeah, when he wasn't hurt, I totally get that. Like, but even with him being hurt. And if there's a 0.75, I think I feel a little more comfortable. But is it, that second set, that 26 second he's got, is it early or mid or?
It's like mid.
Mid. Okay.
Yeah, he's like I think he's one of the last playoff teams.
Yeah, I obviously I think Watson's kind of a throwaway. I'd be shocked if he ever played again, to be honest. So I don't really know.
Really, you don't think he'll be on a team?
I don't think anyone would touch him with it. Like what locker room and what organization can really handle that or wants that, right? It's kind of like Tim Tebow towards the end of his career. Now, granted, he also sucked at football, but so did Deshaun for the last couple of years that he was actually playing. So along with all the baggage, right? Obviously, very different baggage from Tebow, but some teams just didn't want to deal with it. So I don't really see him worth much in the trade. Yeah, if I'm that one piece away, like I've been struggling at tight end, starting like Hunter Henry or something like that, I kind of like it to push it all in. But I think we talked about this, as far as being a contender go. When you kind of make those all-in pushes, you should probably be like a top three, like locked top three team where it's like, okay, not just, oh, hey, I think I can make it through this week with I don't know, some backup running back that just happens to be starting that week or something like that. So I think I'd take the neighbor's side in this situation, but I don't know. What do you think? Think it's fair? You like it?
I'm going to look at the standings here. I mean, it's so hard for me to say. There's only one Trey McBride. You know what I mean? I guess there's Bowers.
There's lots of wide receiver ones, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that kind of pushes me. I tell you what. So Jerry's the one that got McBride, and he's like middle of the pack.
Interesting. Does he at least have a playoff spot locked right now? Or no?
No.
Oh, golly.
No, he's tied with the 7th place team.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it in that situation, though. I'd let it ride. I mean, now, granted, it might get him in the dance, and I don't think it's going to turn out super badly for Jay in a season or something, and you got that extra second to either play with if you're in the playoffs or something to help add depth to your team down the road. But
yeah, and actually, it's currently 205, that pick, and that's not a playoff team.
Ooh.
So that's what Jerry was getting back with that. So it makes it a little better.
Yeah, gosh. I really wish it was like 0.7. I feel like going from 0.5 to like 0.75, and it doesn't sound like much, but I feel like it really does a lot in the scoring sometimes.
It does, and it makes a big difference in a flex spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then you can always start a tight end in the flex spot. Like,
so
go ahead.
Well, look at it next year's draft. We did a mock draft last week, and it was mostly wide receivers. There was like, we're talking, from all the buzz I'm hearing, is there's one tight end, Sadiq, and he's really good, but not Tyler Warren good.
Yeah.
Maybe Colston Loveland good. Different type of player, but maybe that level of talent. Maybe it's smart to lock up the tight end and a mid to high second.
Yeah. I wonder, does Jerry even have his first, or is he still hanging on to that? Because if he is, then I'm like, okay, then I kind of like it. But man, if he traded his first and he's really going all in to go all in, then I guess we'll see how that goes.
I don't know, man. Sleeper is so slow these days.
I don't know. What do you think about McBride kind of moving forward after this season? Right? I think he's a stud. He's kind of quarterback proof, right? But he's going to have a new quarterback, or Jacoby is going to be another bridge.
Jerry does not have his first this year or next.
Woo! Yeah, so he better win it pretty soon. Yeah. Okay, I don't hate it, but you don't have your first either. Begin that mid-second, so you at least have something to move back on or move up on. I don't mind it. In fact, I might actually take the Jerry side, the McBride side, and the mid-second for this year.
All right, what did you just ask me before that?
I was asking you if you were nervous at all about McBride's quarterback situation that's complete unknown.
No, not at all. Anything's
I think
better
he's
than
pretty
Kyler.
quarterback proof, yeah, and Kyler can't throw touchdowns, and pretty much anyone else can.
He was a stud when Kyler was crappy and he couldn't catch touchdowns. He was still great.
Yeah.
You know, and
tons of receptions, yeah.
Yeah, now he's just gone nuclear.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I love McBride. Scoring wise, if you go straight up with Neighbors in a 0.5 premium, you might be able to match him. I'm glad Chad's not here. He'd be screaming at us.
Yeah, it's a dumb trade.
What? There's no way. Neighbors is the greatest player. He's the greatest player.
Dart's going to make him Jamar Chase 2.0.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Right. Okay.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, so the next one on one side, we've got Bucky Irving, and on the other side, we've got Matthew Golden and a 2026 first. Let me see where this first is at. What?
Yeah, it's huge context there.
I feel like it's early, isn't it? Is this in Deuce?
Is this Deuce?
Yeah. Everyone's like, what? Drop a Deuce? No.
Maybe.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. So right now, that team is in second to last place.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
Well, that makes it not hideous.
But it's not a contender's trade because it's between the two last place teams.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so we lied. These aren't all contenders. Can we pretend one of this guy is a pretender?
I totally can, but the context is very important here because that is, if the season ended today, that would be the 101.
Wow. Okay. Jordan Love. So, all right, so Matthew Golden and Jordan Love or Bucky Irving? Right.
If it's the 101, like I would take Golden in the 101 over Bucky all day.
Golden and Jeremiah Love over Bucky, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's close for you?
Yeah, Bucky's a stud, man. I mean, a rookie, even if he's the 101 in Dynasty, doesn't automatically come in as a top 5 running back, which, I mean, Bucky's pretty damn close to that.
But you don't have Genty above Bucky. I mean, behind Bucky.
Yeah, but I don't have Jeremiah Love as high of a prospect as Genty.
Interesting.
I like him. I like him a lot. But he's kind of the best out of, there's.
I mean, this might be my Genty hot take of the offseason, but that situation's so bad there that I don't think he's going to be what we even want in fantasy until his first contract's up.
We'll see. Situations change so fast in the NFL. All they have to do is, add a couple linemen and a good offensive coordinator. And
the Raiders are like the Browns. That just never happens. We say that every year, but it just never happens.
I mean, it's a new regime. You can't,
It's the second regime in 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's Pete Carroll.
You think Pete Carroll's not going to get fired?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I think he's totally.
He might.
I think he's totally getting fired. So, yeah, for Bucky, if that's the 101, I'll definitely take the Golden side.
All right, so if you're saying Pete Carroll's going to get fired, then you just re-roll, and the situation is completely up in the air, and it can be anything.
Yeah,
can be anything.
Could be a boat.
Could even be a boat.
Could be a boat.
Nice.
Never forget that. Everyone's like, "What are they talking about?" Okay, interesting. Yeah, I would prefer if that's more of like a mid-first. It is a 10-team league too, for argument's sake, 2 QB league. So it's guaranteed a top 4 pick. Right now it's the 101. Like I would, if it was the 104-ish, okay, yeah, I think I'd probably take the Bucky side there. But
I hear what you're saying, just for the weight that like 101 carries and what you can trade it for.
Yeah, especially.
You think you could trade it for something better than Bucky is what you're saying?
Honestly, like some crazy person might trade Neighbors for it right now.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh my God. Don't do that.
You totally could.
Everybody out there, do not do that. So what's Golden worth?
Dude, I don't know. He has done nothing.
Well, I mean, he looked okay, and then he got hurt.
He's just banged up and in and out perpetually. Like, there's just no alphas. I don't know. I would buy for mid-second. Yeah. Because, I mean, he went very late first, early second. So if I can get him for a mid-second, I would. Late second, definitely.
It's such an opportunity for him, and not being able to get on the field is disappointing. But I don't necessarily ding guys for that. I don't think he's really holding any value right now.
Yeah,
I think you could easily get him for a mid-second. I mean, if you get a little closer to the draft, I'm sure you'd be able to get him for a late second.
Yeah, I think so too.
Once the draft class fills out, we get through the playoffs and the combine, and people start falling in love with guys.
Yeah,
they won't care about Golden.
So if that's say like the 103 and Matthew Golden, you're smashing the Bucky side pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I see Bucky's worth multiple random firsts.
Yeah.
Like, he's worth a 27 and a 28 first, right?
Yeah. Especially because he's back for the playoff run. Now he's got them fresh legs.
Yeah, so you're not getting up to a 101 with those two picks, but you can get up to 103, 104 usually, especially in a draft like this. You'll probably be able to.
Yeah. All right, you want to go over our trade?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is
more neighbors talk. This is the banger, yeah.
All right, so I get neighbors and a fourth. You get Zay Flowers, Lad McConkey, and Turd Ferguson.
Yeah. This is a very special league. It's 9 flexes, 2 super flex. You've got a 1.2 premium or a 0.2 premium for wide receiver receptions. And then for tight ends, it's 0.75, I think.
Yeah.
So
at least.
And lots of big play, bonus scoring, things of that nature too. So
it is a crazy league. Very difficult. I've been rebuilding for 8 years now, I think.
Yeah, it took me 3 or 4 years, and then I won, and then I got upset, and here we are. Yeah, so obviously I'm the contender in this situation. So I was buying Zay, who had a lovely 0.1 points last week, and Lad, and then Ferguson. You know how I liked him as a prospect, and they're running so many tight ends there, and in LA, I'm just kind of waiting for the other ones to move out of the way, like every other tight end room in the league, it feels like. But
I'd say there's a 70 to 80% chance that he turns into just a useful player, especially in a league like that where it's non-positional and you can just throw him in.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I think there's an excellent chance, 0.75 that, he's useful.
Yeah.
So, I think I don't, if you weren't a contender, trying to score points, there's no way you make this trade.
No. Which is funny because actually, like, I was a contender, but I thought my depth was really great, and I traded for neighbors mid-season because I thought I'd get him at a low. So I traded. I think it was Kittle and Kyren Williams for him, right after he got injured, because I was like, I didn't have any really elite. Well, I do a CD Lamb, I think, in that league, but I was like, I need some younger guys because my contenders get old fast. So that's why I made the move for neighbors. But then I've lost J.K. Dobbins and some other guys, and other guys were out for a while. So I was like, man, I really need to. I saw my starting lineup 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't like this. I'm the number 1 seed, and I don't feel good about this at all. So,
well,
first I still got my first. So
you stole neighbors for that first trade. But you came out ahead because I'm sure you'd trade those 2 players you traded away for what you got back in the end.
Yeah.
So,
so
you came out ahead.
I like Killer down the stretch quite a bit. I think he's a top 1 or 2 tight end. I'd probably take him over Bowers from here on out for the rest of the season.
Wow.
I'm saying I think he'll score more than Bowers is what I'm trying to say the rest of the season.
Yeah, I know.
I
mean, that's very debatable. Bowers looks great, even in a broken offense.
He had 4 receptions last week.
But 2 touchdowns, right?
Was it?
Or was that the week before?
That might have been the week before. I don't know. I got to look.
He's capable of that at any given time.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Kittle just doesn't hold the dynasty value of the young receivers that you got back. And
he did have 2.
They might have. Yeah.
He was still the tight end 1. Jeez Louise. Gosh, tight end sucks.
Zay also had a 50-yard touchdown called back for no reason on Thanksgiving. Yeah, personally, the only hesitation I had doing this was that I have a hell of a time filling out my roster. I have a lot of elite top pieces, but I just don't have a lot of depth. So to give up multiple pieces for one piece was difficult for me, but I just had to take the value, and I just had to take the elite player, and I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it's a start 11 total, right? So it's pretty deep, but you can start anyone pretty much anywhere for only 2 quarterbacks. So,
and there's 100 roster spots, so it's not like I'm picking guys up halfway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was super deep. Yeah.
So, let's approach this from, because you let it slip that you talked to Austin on the side about this.
Yes, yeah. Austin did not like and now I didn't tell him I did it with Ferguson or anything like that. I don't think that would have swayed him at all. But just for Flowers and Ladd, he was like, no, not for an elite piece like that. So I felt he
doesn't like it very much.
Well, yeah, I get it. Like it's hard to move young elite pieces, right? But how disappointed would I be? If my, flex 8 and 9 in the semifinals are just, Isaiah Pacheco, which is reality, and, some other bum that score 5 or 10 points total. And I lose because of that. It's one where I look at it, right? Ladd and Zay are still super young. Is their ceiling as high as Neighbors? Absolutely not. But they could all have extremely big games in the playoffs. Both of these teams are going to be playing for something well into the end of the season because they're fighting for a division title for the Ravens, and for Ladd, they're trying to get back in the division mix or wild card mix. So it's not that these teams are going to be packing it in or anything like that. Whereas Neighbors is no points on my roster at the end of the day. So as long as value is there and I can get points on my roster, that's what I was going for.
Do we really think that Lamar's not going to figure it out?
No, I think he will. I think he'll figure. I think he'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe he's a little timid, just coming back from the injury or something like that. But I think it's.
I mean, it's not like Kevin Patullo is calling his plays or anything.
Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So let me ask you this. It's something I just thought of. Because you could have gotten, you just said you had your first. If you have your second as well, I probably would have given you Zay and Alec Pierce for your first and your second, and you could have kept Neighbors. What do you think about that instead?
Alec Pierce just isn't someone I feel confident in starting every week. Like Ladd, I know the floor. I also know the ceiling. Pierce, it seems like it's nothing but the ceiling, and that offense is kind of going in the wrong direction. So they started out as one of the most elite of this last 20 years, and now it's gone down. And Danny Dimes is hurt, obviously, too. So this makes a big difference, I think. So not that Zay, I think, can have a big game here or there. It's just I'd almost be nervous starting him, and then I'm looking at matchups more and questioning myself, making decisions, and I'd rather just make it easy on myself.
Alec Pierce is such a crazy evaluation because he's a free agent and he's finally starting to look good on other than go routes.
Yeah.
So, and they like him in the red zone. So if he re-signs there, I like his value.
Yeah.
For a second round, a late second round pick or whatever, that's a steal. But if he goes somewhere that has other options and they don't really use him that much, absolutely a possibility. If he goes Miami or someplace weird where it just doesn't work out. What if he goes to Minnesota?
Yeah, golly.
Yeah, or
clear out space for Addison and Jefferson.
Exactly. Or he could go to New England or Buffalo and ball out. So it's such a tricky evaluation for Pierce, in my opinion.
I mean, and now I'm just thinking in the back of my head, right? Obviously Pickens this year in free agency has been the biggest. Well, that wasn't even free agency. Gosh, that was a trade. I'm just trying to think of who's the last free agent wide receiver that was awesome the first year in the new place.
There's Diggs.
Yeah.
Or was that a trade too?
No, that was
It
free.
doesn't really-
That was free agency.
It doesn't really
I feel
matter.
like it doesn't happen.
Changing teams is changing teams, right?
Well, yeah, but I feel like I've always seen this, especially in the off seasons, when someone changes teams, it's like a value bump, almost no matter what. Well, it's like, oh, well, they're just in a new place, in a new situation. They weren't used the right way, this, that,
That's
or
true.
the other. And that's not always true. So
That's true.
Yeah. So that's the thing with Alec Pierce that scares me. Now, could I have gotten off of him because of that? Like, probably, and I probably would have. But yeah, I wouldn't have done it just thinking about how I set lineups and things like that in the playoffs.
Okay. Just curious if you would just that was an example of sort of a step down from going for it all. Like a kind of an in move, not an all in move.
Yeah, I feel wasn't I trying to do something with neighbors in my first to get someone else, and then you were like pretty much no and shot that down. Did I do that?
I don't remember.
Oh gosh, okay. No. I'm trying to remember if I was like, oh yeah, I was trying to get Genty. Yeah, I was like Genty neighbors my first, and I couldn't figure out. And I couldn't figure out what the other piece to be. Yeah, so yeah. All right, cool. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This one I love.
Oh, me again.
Yeah. So we've got that's Jameson Williams, right?
Yeah, Jameson.
Yeah. So Jameson Williams and Joe Burrow on one side, and then Michael Penix and Ashton Genty on the other side. I love this. Was obviously before Burrow came back. Quite like wasn't that 2 or 3 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So before
it was
Burrow
just
got
before.
back. And it was just before Jameson Williams also had his huge breakout games, I feel like, from now that Dan Campbell took over the play calling, right?
No, it was in the midst of that. In fact, I got him the week he put up his 0.
Oh, nice.
2 weeks ago. So.
Nice.
But he put up last week, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just the security of the quarterback right here is where I am like Joe Burrow side all day long. Like, I don't even know if like JMO even has to be there for me not to take the Burrow side. Like, I get the injury for Burrow, right? He's obviously had multiple injuries, but like with Penix, he had so many in college, and now it's just like, oh, well, it's this. It was just really freaky to see like a kind of standard looking injury. Just, oh, well, it's ACL and it's got to be reconstructed again for like what, the third time or something like that.
It's the other leg.
Other leg? Okay. Still, it just, and he could just not be good. So
it might be the same, like, I don't know. It's not the same one 3 times. I know it's been 2 and 1.
Okay. Gosh, it's like, it's the second year. To be talking about that is wild. Yeah. Where he also in a year where he didn't really prove much of anything. Right? Like, there's not a whole lot of, I mean, it's not J.J. McCarthy bad, but it wasn't much better.
No, he had good games.
Honest,
he was up and down.
He had some decent games, but he's also got no legs, no rushing upside, right? So it's just...
He's got a rocket arm.
Yeah, but, I mean, it could be a mess there in Atlanta this offseason, too.
Sure. But they're pot committed to him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have to be. They don't have their first next year. It's going to be a top 5 pick, and they don't have it. So, like, I get they will be playing, right? But it could be like almost a Cam Ward situation where he's playing, but he's not doing anything for your team. But I think Cam Ward is much more talented. So, yeah. And then,
I mean, this guy was, I negotiated quite a bit with him over a bunch of different players. He's sharp. He's a sharp dynasty player, but he's going into a rebuild. He just missed the playoffs and decided that, it's time. And I got this before Burrow came back and looked like Burr.
Yeah. It's just, if you're going into the rebuild, why are you getting rid of Burrow at, I'm not going to say an all-time low at that point, but it was pretty darn close to it. Like, it wasn't guaranteed at that point that he was even coming back, so.
Well, then he was practicing at that point. He had gone through a week of practice. But, it's also not a terrible time to trade him, because what if he comes back and he doesn't look like Burr? What if he comes back and he's rusty beginning of the season Joe Burrow? Which didn't happen.
I feel like that's more of the offense and how the team is every year, instead of him coming off an injury. I don't know. I also just don't like to start my rebuilds with a rookie running back, no matter how high of a prospect they are. Like I start my rebuilds around quarterbacks first, and then wide receivers if I can get there, and I'll sprinkle in the RBs to see if I can get a Bucky or something like that in the later rounds with my later picks. But I'm not going to have the cornerstone piece, and it might not be his cornerstone, quote unquote, but I don't want Gentry to be one of those.
Yeah, so if I'm in a draft in a rebuild and the running back is the right pick as the pick I have, and I don't like a trade down or I can't trade down, then that's fine. I'll take a running back. I took Gentry in a rebuild in a couple different places last year, but I'm not going to trade for a running back in a rebuild as a cornerstone piece. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's my thoughts. So Burrow side pretty easy for me.
I went into the season with Hurts, Penix, Tua, Justin Fields, and Shedeur. And I just thought to myself, I'm going to get a starter I'll get a second start out of one of these
somewhere.
guys.
Yeah.
I pretty much figured it would be Penix. I kind of thought the other guys would hold it down until Penix came around. I was pretty high on him, but I mean, I only spent a mid-second on him. I think I got him with 206, actually.
Yeah.
So, to be able to, I had to make a move. At that point, I was down to I had no starters except for Tua, and I love him. He's my son, but he's a third quarterback in Dynasty right now for a team that thinks it's going to win a championship.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it for that side.
Yeah, it's just either he's broken. I don't know. I don't want to say horrible things about concussions, his concussions and stuff, but either he's broken in some way, or just the offense is so broken that it broke him. Whatever it is, a fresh start with either a new coach or a new location would be great for him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, go ahead and take that, and then maybe you can help me with the trade for the same player, since you successfully navigated it.
Okay. All right, right on. Let's see. Oh, it's my trade again.
Your trade, yeah, exactly.
All bangers, baby. All right, so I had traded George Pickens away for Lamb earlier in the season. I mean, not exactly for Lamb, but in a deal involving Lamb, and I just wanted him back. So I did Travis Hunter and my 26 second, which is either going to be 111 or 112.
Yeah, probably 111, 211, but yeah,
211 or 212. Sorry,
yeah,
for Pickens.
Yeah.
He turned down my first and second, which he should have. This is Snoop Jesus. He's one of our best listeners. But
so late first,
all
late
of our
second.
good listeners know who Snoop is.
Yeah, late first, late second, not enough for George at this point.
I mean, all of our listeners good. I mean, all of our listeners have been around for a while. Yeah, late first and late second, not enough for George Pickens. I mean, he's just leveled up on top of leveling up. So, would you have taken that?
If I were in your position, knowing what I'm going against at the top, I mean, at the top. No, if you're up the league, I would absolutely trade Hunter for that.
But if you're Snoop, you think that's good enough value? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's always a pick collector, and he's always scheming with his picks, and I'm waiting for it to really look into this team. It's like, oh crap, what happened? But I think he does a really good job with always getting an extra pick here and there. He does a great job of tearing up and down. So
it always seems like, you look at his team in the beginning of the year and it looks great, and then all of a sudden he's taking a step back mid-season again.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because I've been waiting for him to be one of the juggernaut teams. Our top 6 teams were decided 2 weeks ago. So, but yeah, no, it's been weird for him too.
Yeah, when he finally goes for it, we're in trouble.
Yeah, thank goodness he traded Puka for a second after his blow up week in his rookie year. Also,
oh my God, that happened.
I remember that. Yeah, And I was like, what are you doing paying a second for Puka? But then now you're just like, oh, man. Yeah. 'Cause I'm pretty sure, I don't want to sound like a liar, but I'm pretty sure I remember that.
All right, this next one, is it really a banger?
Well, can you help me trade for George Pickens, Jesse?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How about you do that? So
you're
you're not a contender in this league, so it's with our boy Nath, right?
Yeah.
So he put him on the block 2 weeks ago, right? And I only made one offer, and he kind of didn't counter, which I don't blame him either. Because I'm the 4th place team right now. I'm an aging team, but I also drafted a bunch of young pieces this year. I've got Tyler Warren and Travion Henderson. I got Patrick Mahomes. I got Josh Allen. So I've got some elite-ish guys, some good young players, some producing veterans. I was really in the middle at this when the season started of, hey, am I competing or am I not? I wanted to give up, but I just kept winning, so here I am. But so originally I'd offered him Jordan Addison. It's a mid-26 first, so right now the 6th place team has the pick. And he's probably making the playoffs, so it's not going to be the 106. It's going to be a 107 or later.
Okay.
And then
So mid to late.
Yeah. So also the same mid to late second. My second, which is mid to late, depending on what happens. And then 2/3 and Jordan Addison. I don't know if I said that. And I was trying to get Jonathan Taylor and Pickens.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're crazy.
Well, I know Addison's only worth a playoff first to you, so.
I mean, you're trying to give him like 7 nickels for 2 quarters.
2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2/3.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So
can we take Jonathan?
Yeah, we can take Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Let's just talk Pickens. So if I give him the mid first, mid second.
I mean, he's probably going to say no. Knowing Nath, he's reluctant to make a deal to begin with. Nath, I know you're listening, you're not going to make the playoffs in this league, so you should look at making trades. I'm not saying you should trade George Pickens because he's young. So
yeah, he's young, so you don't have to trade him. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I would say you have to offer that first in Addison.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would tell you to kick rocks, buddy.
Go about first in 2 seconds.
What kind of seconds? I mean,
well, it's the same one. So one's mid and one's late. So mid first, mid second, late second.
Cedric Tillman doesn't help me. This year's Cedric Tillman is Chris Brazel, who will go in the late second. I'm not. No, thank you. Or Brazel, however you want to say that. No, thank you. That's not a needle mover for George Pickens. First and Addison or kick rocks.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to pay that for Pickens. Oh, that's not worth it to me. I do Addison in some form of seconds, but not the first, not a mid first. I know you hate Addison, so that's why
I don't hate Addison.
Well, okay, then let's. I'm going to plug this in because I think you're way off here. I hope
yes,
I'm right.
Do. I think Addison's value in the real world has fallen below a first. I mean, you can't even start him right now.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't. Yeah.
As a playoff team, you can't even start him, and he's healthy. Yeah. So that's damning for a player.
And I've got depth, but I don't. So I've got players to start over him. It's not going to be great, but hey, you never know. I might hit a week. I wasn't planning on winning anything anyway, so I don't want to get rid of a 23-year-old at his all-time low. With
a mid first and a high second. In value is kind of what you're giving up.
Yeah. We'll see. Pick.
I don't hate Addison. I have a lot of Addison shares. I mean, before this, this crater in production, I had him worth a late first.
Yeah. Golly, why is there 8,000 value adjustment? That doesn't make any sense. What does value adjustment mean?
That means if you're trying
for the open spot.
It means if you're trying to put up a bunch of nickels for my quarter's worth more than your nickels.
But it's
It
two
means
pieces for one.
Yeah, but what they're saying is if you're trying to trade for the bigger piece, just putting a bunch of smaller pieces together doesn't exactly add up. You have to have something that is good that someone wants. That's the value adjustment.
That makes no sense. George Pickens is valued at $6,300. A mid-first is valued at almost $5,000.
Okay.
And then Jordan Addison's valued at over $4,000.
And then, but what does it say?
So it's saying $9,000 on one side for George Pickens at $6,000 on the other side, but then it's giving him almost 2,000 points in value adjustment?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That makes no damn sense.
It makes sense the way KTC works. The value adjustment is, it's Mike, if I'm trying to get Pickens from you, a bunch of late seconds don't move the needle.
It's not a late second. It's a first. It's a mid-first. That's why I'm saying it doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. If I had 2 seconds here and it's settled. No, there's no second. Stop saying second. There's no second.
I'm saying the second piece, Michael.
But the second piece is almost like it's only 1,000 points off from Pickens. That's wild.
Yeah, but is it really? Is Addison really 1,000 points off from Pickens?
No,
that's what they're saying.
No, he's 2,000. I'm saying the mid-first. The mid-first is only 1,000.
Yeah, but you have to give me something I want on top of that mid-first, not a bunch of some things I don't want.
No, I'm almost curious because
that's what the value adjustment means.
That is crazy. Out of all, and I've done these a million times. This makes no sense. This makes no sense to me whatsoever. Okay,
you
Jesse,
can turn it off if you want.
Well, I'm just saying. So guess what? KTC just told me Jordan Addison is worth a mid-second. I did a mid-second and a mid-first, and it said that's an even trade. I will do that a million times over Jordan Addison in a first. That is nuts. That blows my. Let me add another second, right? Because I said I give. I said I give what two. We'll say the other one's late, right? We'll say late second. All right, sorry. I'm not trying to roast KTC here, but I'm like, what the heck?
No,
it's a crazy overpay, Jesse. And they got a 2,000 point value adjustment, and they're saying I'm overpaying by almost 3,000 points. So my nickels of seconds are a big time overpay.
All right, well, send it to Nathan, see what he thinks.
Golly, this is one is even.
Do you have another player that is not so polarizing that you don't?
I mean, I've got like Jaden Higgins, but he's getting me points right now. I had Jalen Waddle, but like again, I feel like that's kind of a
Waddle's too much
tier. Like, that's but he is a Dolphins fan, so you never know. But like, I don't know, moving from Waddle on a second for Pickens or something like that, I wouldn't do that. So,
you would have to add that mid-second. I would say the mid-first and Jaden Higgins is decent.
But like Higgins is rising too, though. So it's like, do I want to? Like he's been.
Again, you have to give him something he wants.
Yeah, but at the same time, like as a contender, I want to keep my pieces that are actually helping me win. Like he's been 10 plus points 4 straight weeks now. 5 of the last 6. So, which he was dog water before that. So like. It's like, am I going to risk this late season surge for?
I mean, it's the only reason he's even interesting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would tell you, no, thank you.
Yeah, like Jalen Noel that you gave me. Gosh, that dude sucks. Interesting. Well, we'll see. I'll start with the first and second and see where that goes.
All right.
If that even happens. All right, we can go on to next trade's banger. That's still wild. I still can't believe some of that, but whatever.
I do want to discuss this next one because it'll bring up a point that we touched on earlier. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I traded. This was one of my trades. So I traded for Wan'Dale Robinson for a share. So Chad will be happy to hear that. And I traded Isaiah Bond, my 26th third, and my 27 second. So right now I'm far and away the number one team, even though I only have one more win, but like 300 points more. Not trying to brag, just trying to say how it is. So it's a 27 second, so assume it's going to be late. But again, like you said, this is what we talk about, right? Is really going for these contending pieces. This was before I made the trade with you, same league that I made with you. And it's just because he's been awesome with Jameis, and Jameis is going to start the rest of the season. And I feel like this is one where like he could be a legit league winner. is why I did it. And if I can do it for a second, like I thought I would have to pay my first, to be honest.
Wandale?
Yeah, like to get Wandale and another piece.
Oh, and another piece.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up his numbers.
With Jameis.
Yeah, because like the scoring in this league. So last couple is 12, 36, 8, 13, 15, 8, 17, 21. So again, obviously some of that's with Dart in there too. But you got some massive games. His target shares are 11, 11, 9, 14, 8. So it's, again, I don't think he's crazy talented, or I don't think he's going to be amazing. But even if you look at the beginning of the season, which is when you had Russ in there and Dart and Neighbors healthy, he wasn't terrible. And what he's currently in that league, he's a wide receiver 10. So if I can get the wide receiver 10 for a late second and 27, a third, and a throw-in wide receiver that I got off of waivers, like absolutely every day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Love what you paid. Wandale's interesting to me because he's a free agent, and so many crazy things can happen.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Wandale Robinson, Alec Pierce, Jahan Dotson. There's a lot of guys from that class that are free agents. It's going to be really interesting this year. Even if he was staying on the Giants, you're giving up a late second and a late third, which are, like I just said, that the hit rates on those players are just so low. And Isaiah Bond is fast, I guess. I mean, he's kind of a knucklehead. He's come in and looked okay as a rookie, but Cleveland's a mess. I don't really mind giving him up.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how
he's kind of a waiver guy earlier in the year anyway.
Yep. No, I agree. I loved it. Like, wide receiver 10 for that. I'll take it. Yeah, he's got one really big game in there, but I don't think that's what makes him wide receiver 10. So,
all right, let's throw a quarterback trade in. Yeah. I mean,
so I've seen this done multiple times. So I guess I got one question for you, because is Matthew Stafford for 26 second. Contenders second.
I think you should get more.
I think my question is, like, he is the front runner right now. Him and Drake. Well, I guess Drake May is now, after Stafford had such a bad week, but he's the front runner for MVP, and Stafford was crushing it. So, like, how close to a first is he getting? I know we talked about how he would never pay a first, but man, if you can't get anything more than a contender second, is it worth moving Stafford or waiting for the right deal?
I don't know. Would you give Addison for him?
If I really need a starting quarterback, yeah. Okay. Like if I didn't have Mahomes and Allen, like if I had, I don't know, Mahomes and Tua or Gabriel or something like that, or not Gabriel, but Shador, or I was trying to think of like the lower tiers. I mean, that's sitting on my bench. And rather,
I think we just found how close to a first you'll get, Addison.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. I guess the idea of a first, just because of the situation, right, is what we're talking about.
Because he could easily retire.
Now you're making me question Addison. Like, do I want to trade a 23-year-old wide receiver that's proved it for a while for a quarterback that we don't even know if he's going to play next year? Gosh, he could win the MVP, win the Super Bowl, and be done.
How bad do you want the championship?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You need a quarterback.
Yeah. Again, that's a top. Probably a top 2 team if I was trading Addison for that. But I don't mind it.
So what if you had you had 2 quarterbacks, they're like Trevor and Stroud.
Gosh, I hate Trevor so much.
Me too.
It's almost where I try to move, like, can I find, and I have done this in a couple leagues, is can I find an elite quarterback on a non-contender and do
Really?
like a Lawrence plus a first plus
All right.
something
So
else.
I've been
to get it
trying to
done.
do this. This is
Okay.
a real situation.
All right,
for
there
me.
you go. Tell me about it.
And the only one that's out there is Daniels. So,
Ugh.
yeah, right?
But like as a contender, that's I don't know. Like, do they shut him down? Like,
Yeah. I have a high first and a late first.
the only one is Daniels?
Yeah. Everybody else is sort of an also ran. I mean, I can get like Brissett or something.
What about Jameis?
But Dart's playing.
Oh, that's true. Crap.
Yeah, you keep talking about Jameis.
That does suck. I mean, it doesn't
Jameis
suck.
is a very expensive cheerleader.
Dart is very good too, though. So I mean,
Yeah, he is, but he's not Jameis.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, like,
can you get Stafford in there? But yeah, if you could, like, tearing up to Daniels, I think is the great move maybe in the off season, but right now in the season, like, I really don't think there's a guarantee that he comes back this season. They're like what 3-8?
He practiced in full time.
I know, but still, like, I don't know, like, with the way that he plays, I know it's non-throwing arm, but
I brought this up in the Discord. Let me ask you this: what's Devontae Adams worth at this point?
He's a first.
I'm
saying it's a first, and nobody's going to believe that, and I really don't care. But I also don't think it's just going to be one season of this, especially if Stafford comes back. But even if he doesn't, I think he can do. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was pretty high on Devontae coming in, and he's kind of he's a touchdown merchant. Like, he's getting them all.
Yeah,
just because he's good at it. So
he's 30, so it's not like he's ancient.
No,
he could have 2 to 4 years.
He could have 2 years, yeah. As a contender, like if you're a good, again, you got to be one of the good contenders. Don't be a fake, like just sneaking in contender. Like, I don't even know if I'd trade for Adams on the team I was talking about earlier.
I've made numerous overtures. Second and a third and a player, 2 seconds. It all gets turned down.
Yeah.
All that kind of crap just gets turned down. I think if you want him, you have to pay a first.
Yeah.
It's painful. But
it does suck. Well, I mean, it was a while ago, but I got a 27-second and Jaden Reed for Devontae. And this was, half the season ago, and you guys were like, oh, awesome trade, Mike. And now I'm a contender in that league, and that guy's 2 spots above me, and I'm like, man, if I kept Devontae, like, how different would that be? But, I'm okay with it, too. Like, I like having extra pieces if I got to go all in, but.
Yeah. CD just went down with a concussion.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You better have a bye. You better have a bye if he misses next week.
Better have a bye if you have.
If you don't, then I would start knocking.
I literally was just mental.
Of where you had Lamb, I was like, I've got Lamb in that one. I have a bye. Oh, that one I've got him in one. I don't have a bye.
All 3 leagues, I believe I have a bye.
Oh crap!
I have 3 Lamb shares.
It's a league I'm in with Austin too. It's called Throne or Nothing. It's a Game of Thrones themed, but it's all or nothing. So the whole pot goes to first place. No one gets anything else.
So what are you trading CD Lamb for?
Gosh. I mean, obviously I'm trying to see like, hey, can I add more to him to get Chase? Or I don't know, Amon-Ra? What about Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra. Okay. I made an Amon-Ra trade just before we started tonight. Actually, I traded for him. And it was not cheap.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
I started out offering a first and a second, playoff first and second. And then added and then I changed that to Rome and a first. And then I added Tucker Craft. So it ended up being Rome, Tucker Craft, and a 26 first. No premium. No tight end premium.
But Superflex?
No. One QB.
One QB? Oh.
Not sure why that matters.
Well, I mean, you think about what quarterbacks pushing up first and things like that.
With the picks.
You might get one or two quarterbacks in the round as opposed to way in the second.
Probably not this year, though. Actually, it's probably going to be about the same. It's only going to be Fernando, I think.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, yeah. I thought I paid a lot. The chat blew up and thought that I stole Amon-Ra or whatever. I thought that was a lot.
Maddie would say you stole Amon-Ra. He loves Amon-Ra. He would not sell Amon-Ra for anything less than half of your starting roster.
I mean, he's top 3 the last 2 years. He's 5th right now, I believe. I mean,
he is older though, isn't he?
He's 26.
Okay.
In his prime.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty much
probably has 6 more years. I mean, his career will outlive most leagues. If you can promise me your league's going to be around 5 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, so there's a guy in contention. Sorry, you're talking about CeeDee Lamb. Guy in contention, not in contention, has Pickens.
Okay.
Should I add to Pickens and give him? Oh no, I should target this guy. No. Oh, he's got Puka. Ooh, what do I got to add to Lamb to get Puka?
He's out of contention.
He's out of contention.
Do you have a young player? It's interesting.
I do actually. I was a young player. Wow.
Jaden Higgins, since we were just talking about him.
Tootin.
Cam Scatterbo.
And I hate Tootin. Rootin' Tootin.
I don't hate Tootin.
Rootin' Tootin Scootin. Hootin.
I don't hate Tootin.
I thought he was on your do not draft list, wasn't he? No.
No.
Oh, okay. No. I thought Tootin was your do not draft list.
No. I actually love him. I think he's got a chance to be their guy next year.
I mean, I've got Pearsall, but that's too much, I think.
That's too much. I mean, you could offer.
What if I gave him Goddard and Lamb in a 0.75?
You're going to give him Goddard and Lamb for Pickens?
No, for Puka.
Or for Puka, I mean? Nah, that's not enough. Might have to offer.
And 2 nickels, a.k.a. 2 seconds.
Maybe with the 2 seconds, actually. I don't know. You'd have to kind of feel him out and find out who he likes on your roster. But I think you have the...
He's one of my former cadets. I don't think he's made a single trade yet. So he's nervous because I just got him into Dynasty last year. He's like, I'm nervous. I don't know what to do. But he knows how to play. He knows how to play, but he doesn't. Like, he's still got Barkley, and I'm like, dude, you gotta get rid of Barkley. And I keep trying for Barkley, but he wouldn't trade him for anything last year. And now he's at an all-time low, and he's not in the playoffs. And I'm like, well, you ain't getting crap for Barkley now. So, let me see. I'll offer this. See if I can do it.
Yeah, you could just order him to take that trade then, if he's one of your cadets.
Well, yeah. He's a lieutenant now, so
well, you're a major, so
that's true.
Make him salute you while he accepts the trade.
I was gonna say that's like unrighteous dominion, but that's what we call it, like in our church. I don't know what that's called when you use your rank to do bad stuff. What's that? What is that word?
The U.S. Army.
Jeez, Jesse, you're gonna get me in trouble.
All right, we're in overtime.
Let's do it. Please tell me you've watched Stranger Things yet, Jesse.
I have not watched the last episode. I watched the first 3. I fell asleep.
You're killing me.
I fell asleep at the beginning of the last one, and I was like, I can't. I got to be fresh for it. So I really tried.
Oh, my
gosh.
Despicable.
Yeah. The wife actually even watched it, even though she said there was no point to that show.
The last episode is so good. It's one of the best. It's one of the best of the series, I'll say.
We could discuss up to that.
Yeah,
I discussed. I saw right up to where Max comes back.
Yeah,
which looked really super weird CGI, by the way. But go on.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was CGI. I think it was like makeup. It was like some crazy makeup thing going on. But I had a lot of makeup on her, and I was like, it's kind of weird because she didn't really wear makeup as a kid, you know. Anyways,
right? Yes, as a child,
but she's in a Mindscape, so who knows? Maybe she wants to wear.
It did blow my mind a little bit. I I didn't put that together. I should have.
I didn't either at first. I was like, who could this be? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I will say though, and I told someone else this, and this doesn't give it away, but there's a scene in there that was inspired by Star Wars, Rogue One, which is epic. It's so good. It's so good. So the Duffler brothers, the last episode. Yeah, the guys who created it were like, yeah, we were inspired by this from Star Wars, and I was like, this is so freaking good. And I just watched a table reading too of the when the directors are reading the last scene, and everyone's like at the table, and I'm like, this is awesome. And this is part 1. Like, we still got part 2 and the finale. Which, speaking of the finale, I got tickets to watch it at Cinemark with my son at 10:20 New Year's Eve. He's super excited. He's super excited. He's so stoked. This is the first time I think I spent New Year's in a movie theater. But
yeah, I've never done that.
I've never done that either. But I was like, that's fine. Let's do it.
Right on. Yeah, they serve booze at theaters now.
Yeah. If someone spoils it though in the theater coming out from the 7:00 show, I just might get in trouble for killing someone.
Anything else?
Well, I guess this pop culture, right? It doesn't mean it necessarily has to be TV, but I took my I had a great last 2 days. I took my daughter out of school. Her Christmas present was to go see Lindsay Sterling in concert.
What's
I'm
that?
not sure if you've ever heard of her. So she's a violinist, but she dances while she plays. So she was on America's Got Talent a long time ago. Actually had a pretty big failure in America's Got Talent. She was in the quarterfinals and actually got buzzed by Simon.
Ooh.
On her final performance. And they kind of told her, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but I was like, hey, you won't be successful. You got to kind of change up what you do. And she didn't.
Is it like Irish dancing?
No, it's like modern dancing and stuff.
Okay.
But like she plays and she is amazing. Like she's really good. My daughter just started playing the violin this year, and I actually took her to her concert for the first time like 4 years ago in Dallas. She saw her and she's like, I don't remember that very well, but this was epic. And so if you've seen, have you seen Inside Out? The cartoon movie? So you know how you have those core memories?
Uh-huh.
That's what I feel like I created with my daughter with this thing. So it was a really cool kind of bonding thing with her. And we just spent 2 days together being a girl dad, and it was super fun. It's
really hard to do when you have 43 kids to make a bond with just one of them.
It is. So, but I talked to my wife about it. I was like, we should do this more often. Like, because I do stuff with my son, obviously, for Pokemon and things like that. But also, it was the getaway, and it was just the two of us in a hotel, and she had her own hotel bed, and she just thought it was so awesome, and went to the mall, and it was went to the aquarium. Yeah, none of her siblings were bothering her, and it was almost like a yes day of, yeah, sure, we can do that. Like, she didn't go crazy with money, but she like got a little Pokemon card too, and we went to a card shop, and so it was tons of fun. It was really awesome. But Lindsay Sterling is if she's ever in your city, like, I've been waiting for her to come back to Texas for a while, and she finally came back. And she's an hour and a half away, but it was worth it.
I will never see it live, but if it's on TV.
I was gonna say, if you ever saw her on YouTube, like, it's impressive. Some of what she can do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm old. It'll have to come on live television. It'll have to come on CBS.
It'll have to be a Super Bowl halftime show. She actually did perform at the halftime show of the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs last year.
Oh wow! Nice.
Yeah, I remember seeing it all over her socials. I'm so excited to, perform for the Baltimore Ravens, and I was like, Jesse should see that.
Speaking of halftime Ravens, Lil Jon performed on Thanksgiving, halftime Ravens. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite artists. Just first of all, I mean, his songs are fun. I mean, it's just fun to listen to Lil Jon, and he's just hilarious as a human being. He just cracks me up, and just the fact that someone with that kind of intensity has made a career out of intensity, I love it. He had a home remodeling show on HGTV called Lil Jon Wants to Renovate What? I'm not making that up at all.
I feel like he's one of the guys too that's just gonna like run that into the ground
Yeah,
for the rest of
yes,
his life.
exactly.
If it makes him $1, he'll do it.
Yeah, he was in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade in the morning in New York, doing "Turn Down for What," and then he was at the Ravens game at halftime in Baltimore doing "Turn Down for What." That guy
Jeez.
hustles. Yeah,
Good on him,
a lot
man.
of respect. Yeah, a lot of respect for Lil Jon. I have a Lil Jon hour. It's really just like 2 songs. It's Lil Jon and Too Short, Blow the Whistle. Like whenever I see my crew getting a little sluggish in the afternoon, I'll put those on, make them dance around a little.
Nice.
But so for us, we watched Pluribus. Did we talk about this yet?
I don't think so.
Oof, man, this is an intense show. If you're not watching anything right now, I would definitely suggest it. There's a lot of really, really bad language, so maybe not with the kids, but you and your wife. Whew, man, it is just, it blows my mind. And I'm, I partake in the herbal. Yeah, that's my name.
No way, really.
So, I smoke a lot of weed. So I'm a very deep thinker, you know what I mean? And this is the kind of show that just sends me into such a spiral of deep thoughts. And oh my God, I don't want to give away the premise because you haven't seen it and you have to let the show tell you. But once you see it, it opens your mind up to so many possibilities. At first I thought it was, I'll say this, it really doesn't give anything away. I thought it was going to be like The Last of Us. But it's not. It's totally in a different direction. And it's not like a virus or anything, but I absolutely recommend. You absolutely have to watch it. I think there's only 5 episodes out now, so you can catch up pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pluribus.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with it? Welcome to Dare. Have you been keeping up with it?
Oh, no. I quit after the movie theater scene in the 2nd episode.
That was the 1st episode.
Okay.
After that, you were like, nope.
Never again.
It's so good.
The demon baby? Nope. Once that, no.
You don't even see it. You don't even see it after that.
Okay. Sure.
No, I did see it. No, because he changes his form.
Michael, I see it in my nightmares.
Every night. Well, don't smoke so much weed. You won't have it in your nightmares.
I have a very vivid imagination.
Oh my gosh. I don't dream about anything. I sleep like a baby. Sleep Time Machine changed the world. Anyway, that show's getting pretty epic, so it's getting pretty awesome.
Pluribus is Vince Gilligan. Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's the lady, the female lead in Better Call Saul, is the lead in this.
Oh. Huh.
She's really good.
Like the one who plays his girlfriend and stuff?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, so they're both like together again. Huh. But it's not Breaking Bad.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
No, it's
You're saying the guy's in it too, right? The guy and the gal are in it?
No. Just Vince Gilligan, the creator.
Oh, he's the creator of it.
Yes.
And then she plays the lead.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Huh, interesting.
It's totally in another direction. It's totally out of character from what you would expect from him.
I gotta look this up now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then we've also watched, it's called Killer Sally. It's a bodybuilder, a Marine lady that killed her husband. It's a pretty good true crime doc if you're into, murder, that kind of thing. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm just sticking with the 2 shows right now. Like Stranger Things, we got caught up right before. Watched all 4 seasons with my son before 5 started.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So
good job.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. And then I spent the night at GameStop and getting Pokemon cards, and so I watched all of season 5, part 1 with Adam. Not all of it, but we watched the first 2 together, and then he fell asleep. So I was like, I got to get through this night. So I watched the other ones with Adam, and then I rewatched them with him. So he's all caught up now too, but his mouth was just like wide open on the last part, and I was like, "Hey, good for you, man! I'm glad it's good to see you enjoy something that I also enjoy."
That's awesome. I would love to be able to see Stranger Things as a kid.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
not through these jaded eyes.
Yeah,
God.
exactly. You know what? That's funny is because my daughter comes in, and this is my middle daughter, so she's 7. She's gonna be 8 next month. And she goes, "So you were a kid when Stranger Things season 1 came out?" And I was like, "No, I was not. I was an adult. They were kids, and they are now
They were
adults.
kids.
But yeah, I was an adult and still an adult. Thank you very much." So it's like made me feel like you for a second.
So did you know that the one female in that show, the one that all right, so one of the really awkward boys, what's his name? The one that's not dating Millie Bobby Brown?
Lucas or the guy who plays Dustin? The guy with the
No,
kid
not
with the
Dustin.
teeth missing? Oh, then
No.
Lucas. The black kid?
No. The other really
Will?
awkward white guy.
Will
Yeah.
Byers? Okay, like the main
so the
kid.
girl that Will really likes, but she's gay.
Wait, well, Will's gay.
I'm not talking about the actors. I'm talking about the characters.
Yeah, well, Will the character's gay.
No, but he really likes that girl, that redheaded girl.
No.
The radio DJ girl?
Oh, okay, not Will. You're talking about
Awkward white guy.
Yeah, well, he's not awkward. He's like
Anyway.
he's the freaking stud. What's it? Gosh, what is his name?
So
now?
the radio DJ girl, she's
she's the daughter
she's
of
the
Ethan Hawke.
and Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
yeah.
I kept looking at her
And
thinking
she's really good, and she looks just
Yeah,
like her
she's-
when you think.
she's a really she is
I didn't
really
notice
good.
it for the first time I saw her, but by the second season, I was like, oh,
I kept looking at her in this season going, man, she looks familiar. Who is she? She looks familiar. And my wife's finally like, she's the daughter of this and this. My wife knows all that kind of stuff. All right, man, I think this is it.
yeah. Hold on, no, we've got to know who the person is that you're thinking of that I can't think of right now. Steve Harrington.
Oh,
That's his name. Steve.
No, I'm talking about what's her name? Winona Ryder's son.
He does not have a thing for the redheaded girl.
Sure he does.
No, he doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This has been the front office.
welcome
This is
to
wrong
the
with straight
front
calculator.
office. The lights are low, the boards are lit, and the Dynasty clock is ticking. From the heart of the startup draft to the championship throne.
Like Kyler.
Crew rules the long game. Give it up for the undisputed architects of empire.